This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it is 6:53 on the dot. Time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday here in the Morning Sprint.
Emily Bloom tracking warm temperatures and some isolated showers in today's forecast.
But first, in a few hours, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students will make another appearance in Latah County Court. Let's get to Sydney Charles with the details on what's expected in the courtroom today.
Will be home to multiple hearings today. Bryan Kohberger's attorneys and the state fighting over the release of evidence and whether this trial should be put on hold. The defense will press Judge John Judge to force the state to disclose more information on critical pieces of evidence that link Kohberger to the crime. Kohberger's team is asking how investigators determine the white sedan outside the apartment to be a Hyundai Elantra and how extensively lab analysts tested DNA that was found near the crime scene belonging to 2 unidentified males. Kohberger's attorneys will also bring in 2 witnesses to poke holes in the accuracy of genealogy, which helped investigators find a link to the DNA left behind on a knife sheath and Kohberger. Those hearings are slated to begin at 1:30 p.m. We'll have a crew down in Moscow today to keep you updated with the very latest development from those court hearings.
More breaking news. The state of Idaho announced it will seek the death penalty for Kohberger. The state wants justice for these 4 students, Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Ethan Chapin, and Xander Kernodle. 4 young college students murdered last fall in an off-campus home. Yesterday, Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson filed his notice of intent to seek the death penalty. He cites Idaho law that these murders were especially heinous, atrocious, or cruel, and showed utter disregard for human life. Idaho has executed just 29 people since 1864 and only 3 people since the death penalty was reinstated in 1976.
And we are beginning our Tuesday with beautiful conditions. We have partly sunny skies. Moving into this afternoon, though, we do have a chance of thunderstorms moving all across the region, isolated in nature. We'll clear it all out by Thursday, and then we're going to have temps in the lower 90s with clear blue skies for the upcoming weekend.
The Spokane City Council has voted to make staying in public parks after hours a misdemeanor. All neighborhood parks are now closed from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m., except for Riverfront Park, which will be closed from midnight to 5. Throughout the year, the Parks Department will put up signs reminding people of the park hours. Some park users say this new ruling will help keep the public safe and give police more authority on their patrols. But others say it's a decision that targets the homeless population, removing public spaces as options for them to take shelter. Both Spokane Police and Parks Department say this change is about making public parks safer places for everyone.
President Joe Biden announced a more than $40 million investment to make sure everyone in the country has access to high-speed internet by the end of the decade. Of that, more than $580,000 will be spent in Idaho, $1.2 million in Washington. The president saying the service needs to be affordable because he believes internet access is a necessity.
For the first time in 20 years, the CDC says people have caught malaria without traveling outside of the U.S. The 4 cases in Florida are all in the same region, so there is active surveillance there to see if anyone else gets sick and active efforts to control the local mosquito population. Now, typically, Americans only get malaria if they're traveling abroad.
Scenic Fruit Company says its organic tropical fruit blend with pineapple has the potential to be contaminated with listeria. The bacteria can cause serious and sometimes even fatal infections in young children, older people, and those with weakened immune systems. The organic tropical fruit smoothie blend was sold at Trader Joe's nationwide. The FDA says if you have this product, throw it away or return it to the store for a full refund.
Today, an aide facing charges alongside former President Donald Trump for the alleged mishandling of classified documents is expected to be arraigned. Walt Nauta is expected to plead not guilty to 6 counts, including obstruction and concealment-related charges. He made his initial court appearance with Trump earlier this month, but did not enter a formal plea because he didn't have a local attorney at the time.
Meals on Wheels volunteers delivered more than just food. The organization kicked off its annual fan drive and is hoping to give out 600 fans this summer. Meals on Wheels says 250 of its seniors are in need of fans. Spokane Neighborhood Action Partners, or SNAP, also has a handful of programs geared to low-income households. Anyone can receive a free fan, and if you meet the income eligibility, you can receive an air conditioning unit at no cost.
And here they come to snuff the rooster. Alice in Chains is coming to the podium in Spokane on October 14th. Tickets go on sale Thursday morning, 10 o'clock on Tickets West, with prices ranging from $50 to $90. But you know he ain't gonna die. We'll check weather one more time next.